Hello everyone guys! Today we will reveal the secrets of successful trading with the help of awesome oscillator indicator. I will show you the trust strategy which will help you to make rational decisions and increase your profit. Don't miss a chance to use this tool to learn how to use it properly and move your trading to the next level. The link to the broker where I trade is in the description and enjoy. Okay, and to start with, you need to add awesome oscillator on the chart. We open the left upper corner and add awesome oscillator indicator. Now let's figure out how we can trade with this indicator and what is the strategy, in fact. So likely, you probably heard about RSI indicator. So we will use this indicator at the same way with RSI. We will use divergence. And what is it? Divergence is the difference between what's happening on the chart and what's happening on indicator. In total, we have two divergences, bullish and bearish. And if we see that our indicator, in our indicator, each maximum is getting higher than the previous one, like here, and on awesome oscillator, these maximums are getting lower, then this is a bearish divergence, and in this case, we will open a deal with down. While bullish divergence, on the contrary, we should pay attention to the minimums. If we see that our minimums are decreasing, and on the indicator we see that they're either increasing or they're equal, then in this case we would open a deal up or buy deal. Now let's move to trading. Okay, I found the first case. Let me open a 1 minute deal to increase. Let's look what we see here. So in this situation, I saw the bullish divergence. And we see on the chart the price is going down, our minimums were getting lower than the previous ones. At the same time, I see on the indicator that our minimums were getting higher than the previous ones. This is an example of bullish divergence. In this case, I open a deal to buy. So we have a confident upward movement and my deal is closed in a profit. Excellent result, and let's look for the next case. So I found the case to enter. Let me open a sell deal for 1 minute. Let's check what we see in this case. Here it's very simple, as simple as possible. I see that our indicator shows that each of the maximums was getting lower than the previous one. At the same time, on the chart, I see that our maximums were growing, so getting higher. So also, if I zoom the chart in, I can see that in this area some resistance from the seller side has already begun, and we see that the seller tried to go lower, so I expect the downward movement to continue here. While this deal is going on, I would like you to invite you to join my Telegram channel, following the link in the description. There you will find even more useful strategies for trading and also signals with the help of which you'll be making money, not spending time on trading. The deal is closed in a profit, excellent result, a confident downward movement happened, and we go on. So I found another case to enter. Let me open $100 deal with down or to sell. Let's see what we see on indicator and on the chart. So on the chart, I see we had an upward movement in which each maximum was getting higher than the previous one. And at the same time, on the awesome oscillator, I see we had a downward movement and each of the maximum was getting lower than the previous one. This indicates the bearish divergence to me, and I opened the sell deal. Well, I would also like to give you some advice, guys. It's about using confirmation factors to enter deal. The thing is, the more confirmation factors you find on the chart, the bigger are your chances to close the deal in a profit. And in form of confirmation factors can appear at different levels or candlestick patterns. Also, as for confirmation factors, I would like to note the support level. There was a certain reaction to the increase from this level, and I expect the price should also reach this level. So the deal is closed in a profit, we move on. So I found the case to enter. Let me open a sell deal. Let's check what we see here. So on the chart, I see that each maximum was getting higher than previous one, and at the same time, on the indicator, I also see we had a downward movement. And each maximum was getting lower than the previous one. This is a sign of years divergence. I expect a downward movement, and as for confirmation factors, I can point out the absorption pattern here. This is a pattern consisting of two candles in which the second candle completely engulfs the previous one. In this case, the red candle completely engulfs the green one. And finally, let's talk about the order of steps of actions to enter a deal. First, you find the divergence on indicator and on the chart. Secondly, you should find at least two confirmation factors, and then you can safely open a deal. So the deal is closed and a profit. Let's summarize results. As you can see, thanks to this strategy, I managed to make my balance more than 4 times bigger in just a few deals. And each of you can get the same result, guys. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it. I was really glad to see you here. Don't forget to subscribe to my Telegram channel, and bye-bye.